I am back. I don't know this kind of thing. Hi. Oh, I don't even know, self. They just call me. They bridge this very program. Somebody, one of the authorities. Oh, I don't even know that if I pick WhatsApp call. At times, if I pick, if it is normal call, it will not call the call, the program. I don't even know that WhatsApp call will call the program from one of the comrades. But I answer direct calls on this. It doesn't call the program. It will just say resume. This one will just cut it off completely. But we continue. Let me analyze this place. What do we mean by bringing this very simplest issue in the open? We are not doing it as an attack to them, no. We are only clarifying the issue that some politicians mistook us, thinking that they were on the right path. Now, we are also, in the same hand, presenting the activities of these siblings to the international community, which Nigerian government have used the video evidences they have against these very siblings to confront this very international community. So we are only on this to clarify issues that those video evidences that Nigerian government through their DSS, which have been arranged by Wike, Obuzodema, Devumahe, and co, and sent to the international community as a blackmail tool against IPOB and the leader Nnamdi Kanu. We are only bringing it to the world that the people you see on those videos are not IPOB leaders. These are dubious siblings to our leader who have never been a IPOB unit coordinator, not even a secretary of any kind. So the politicians organized them, gave them money, parade them, and they tell them to act as IPOB leadership. Let me bring it to the world. Those that IPOB leadership members are in their countries. This is an evidence if you doubt us. In your countries, Nigeria have approached you for the arrest of IPOB leaderships members in your country. Some of these international countries, true or false? True. Now ask yourself, why is it that the siblings of Nnamdi Kanu, who the politician parade as IPOB leaders, that they gave money? Why is it that the politicians go to the house, from house to house, to kidnap ordinary IPOB family members, IPOB coordinators, but these very siblings, politicians will give them money, they will not arrest them? Ask yourself, how can people that claim they represent IPOB be moving freely? No, it will not happen. But Nigeria is looking for a Mapuafu. Nigeria is looking for Martina Sawolu. Nigeria is looking for Chike Dozem. They are looking for all of them. Okay, for all of them. All the Mazi Abanim, Mazi, all of them. Nzurumik, all of them. Nigeria want them done. Then the world should ask themselves, because IPOB is not lying. We are not trying to defend evil, no. We are not agitating for Biafra to defraud our people. We are not agitating for Biafra for fraudulent reasons. It is not for dubiosity, but it is for the safety of our people and the restoration of our land. And that is why we bring these things. It is not to blackmail anybody, but to clarify issues, because IPOB is an organization, not a family issue. If the politicians have presented the family members of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which are the siblings, not other family members, the siblings, now present them with as IPOB leadership members. Ask yourself, why is it that they leave the very sibling that is living in Nigeria, that they are giving the money, which is fine boy? They give him the money direct. Why do they leave him? And they are looking for a way to bring China Samoro down to Nigeria. that is in abroad. They are looking for a way to bring Chike down to Nigeria that is in abroad. But the person that parade themselves as IPOB leaders, they are giving them money, taking them videos, sending it to the international community, presenting them as IPOB leadership members that have come to collect money to defraud them for Biafra issue. Why is it that they are freely moving? That is to clarify to the world that these people were projected to act as IPOB representative so that they will use the video as a blackmail against us. That is what our people must understand. And that is why we are presenting it to the world. We do not hate anybody, but we are protecting our future. We are even, it is even damage control. They have caused the damages. They have presented our identity falsely. They have used our name for Osahia. They have banned Zama and Apriko. This very Kanu Takanu. They use our name for Osahia Nimaya. Not even that they use our name to do Osahia and they sell genuine goods. They use our name to sell stolen goods. Emmanuel Kanu and the Kanu Takanu and the lawyer Jimako use the name of IPOB to sell stolen goods. Whether I na Osahia na Apriko, na Osahia na can politicians tarnishing our image. Image we have protected. Nigeria massacred us in National High School about 9th of February. We did not retaliate because an image needs to be protected. IPOB image. They attacked and massacred us again in Mpo on the 29th/30th May 2016. We did not retaliate because the very image of IPOB must be protected so that it will be presentable to the world. Not cowardice that we didn't retaliate. Not that we cannot throw stones. But this very name must be protected. This very image must be defended. Because the IPOB activities cleared the faces of our fathers. Now, the image of our fathers can be seen because the British blackmailed it with charcoal, with the black. That is what they call rebel. It was black on the faces of our fathers. IPOB's perseverance to the Nigerian army police activities, what do I call it? Extrajudicial killings or excessive force on IPOB peaceful protesters have automatically cleared the faces of our fathers and also clear our own faces that our fathers gave birth to us with the blackmail face. And the world was also seeing us as the same thing with our fathers. But IPOB self-determination approach cleared the faces of our fathers and also cleared our face. That's why we was able to approach UN. That's why we was able to approach EU. That's why we can be able to approach governments of the world because our faces have been cleaned. And that is the image we are protecting, defending by exposing the misconduct of the siblings with the name of IPOB. They use our name falsely to approach politicians, and politicians use the evidences to present to the world that this is IPOB. But we are asking any country that will accept such blackmail, why is it that in your country, Nigeria is approaching you to deport IPOB members in your country? But the people they say they are sending you their video, which is Mazi Nnamdi and IPOB leaders' siblings. The government of Nigeria is sending you their videos, telling you that this is IPOB defrauding their people. Ask yourself, why is it that politicians give them money without arresting them? That is to tell you that it is blackmail. It is blackmail. They organize these people. There is no IPOB family member Nigerian government will give money and will not go and arrest that person. They cannot. But because Meme Kanu is under their control, Meme Kanu is in their pocket. If you are not in the pocket of politician, you can never take position of IPOB leadership in the absence of IPOB. You can never. So nobody should come and challenge me in this presentation because I will destroy you. If you are Meme Kanu, if you go to your post to defend this thing, I will destroy you. Don't jump out. Don't jump out. Ejimako was busy having meeting with the politicians. We have the Twitter evidence. We have the very WhatsApp evidence message from Ejimako when he have issue with his recruited criminal in Finland. When he went to Enugu to represent the criminal they recruited in Finland, Ejimako went to Enugu. He made the WhatsApp open, not me. He was the one that made it open. That he was there to represent Nnamdi Kanu. That one was blackmail. We analyzed it. We said no, Kanu did not send him. He's only trying to use the name of Nnamdi Kanu to exalt the criminal, to create rival for Nnamdi Kanu. That a politician, governors invited Nnamdi Kanu, he's representing Nnamdi Kanu, and governors invited criminal agent in Finland, and he's representing him. That is to say, he was trying to create rival for Kanu. That was the action of Ejimako. He went to school, he's a lawyer, but I am not a lawyer, I stopped in primary 4, but I can analyze the action of a dubious lawyer. I can analyze it. A criminal lawyer, I will analyze your actions. I will analyze your body language. When I was in detention, I told my lawyer what to do in my case. He refused. He went ahead and did his will. At the end, it was bounced by the judge. And he went back to what I told him. He went back to what I told him. And on the process, I was discharged. Look at what you do in my case. I'm not detention. Lawyer. I have seen people's case here. Look at what you do for me. This one will not work. He will give you bail. Oh, God, don't do this thing for me. Your constitution, you are aware your constitution said that every case should be tried under the jurisdictional jurisdiction. Why do you leave my jurisdiction? You go to Enugu High Court, Enugu Town, Enugu jurisdiction to go and file a motion for me when you know that my case should be tried in Ogu jurisdictional jurisdiction. At the end, the very bail application was bounced and we were referred back to Ogu jurisdictional jurisdiction. By then, I have lost 2 years. I told him, he claimed to be lawyer. The same thing we are telling Ejimaka, he claimed to be lawyer. Lawyer Ebe. How many cases do you handle in USA when you was in USA? When I was in a waiting trial, if you come into a Enugu prison, they will direct you to go and meet me. Even if you are a rich man, they will tell you, go and meet him. In Akinyo, telling me in school. I was there, was Rika Abata. I was there, he came. I was there when Omuka came in. Benjamin Omuka. Biafrans in this movement. We continue. Thank you. So that is it. That is what we are presenting. We are presenting the IPOB to the world to counter the political arrangement for the blackmailing of IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, presenting us as people that are defrauding their people in the name of freedom. Who brought this very narrative? Kanu Takanu. Kanu Takanu and the Meme Kanu. They are the people that brought these things. We have no option than to defend it. Because we have suffered for this IPOB. Now Nnamdi Kanu have no case. The politician is pushing them to work with Ejimako, to work with the former Attorney General of Nigeria, Kanu Agabi. Imagine the people that are closer now as lawyers when the case of Nnamdi Kanu have ended. Just check the people there. Kanu Agabi's son was 2 times Attorney General under Obasanjo. He was the one who could destroy Wazirike. He was the Attorney General of the Nigeria that proscribed Masob. Kanu Agabi, ask yourself, how do they resolve, how do they check, Mwike and Co, how do they manage to fish out Kanu Agabi? Are you telling me they did not meet Obasanjo? Are you telling me Obasanjo is not involved in this matter? To bring Attorney General, former Attorney General, 2 times Attorney General under Obasanjo, Kanu Agabi's son, to represent Kanu in court, to speak on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, Kanu Agabi, that destroyed Wazirike, go and ask Andoba. Go and ask Andoba. Who do they reach agreement with? The agreement which Wazirike signed. Who was the Attorney General then? I knew the first, I know the IGO police that killed Masobians. I was a Masobian. That killed Masob members. His name is Yuslin Smith. Under Obasanjo, Yuslin Smith. Before Tafa Balok, Yuslin Smith. Massacred Masobians. Under Obasanjo. The same Attorney General of Nigeria, 2 times under Obasanjo, Kanu Agabi, is somebody that Kanu, the man Kanu is dancing. And the Ejimako said they have a lawyer, hey son, an able son. Now you know what Ejimako is planning. Ejimako is not certified with Ozokome, who told Nnamdi Kanu that Ejimako is sabotaging the legal proceedings, that they don't want Ejimako among the legal proceedings. And our leader Nnamdi Kanu gave order that Ejimako should stop. And he wasn't among the legal team. And that's why Osokome secured that judgment in appeal court. Ejimako was leaking the secret of this legal team to federal government. If Osokome plan, Ejimako will leak it, will go and tell the Nigerian government. If Osokome plan, Ejimako will tell them. And that's why Osokome told our leader, this man, we don't want him in the legal team. Before we will come to court, Nigeria have filed another one. Before we come to, they discovered that Ejimako was involved. Even their secret meeting that nobody will hear, they will see the action of Nigeria against that. Immediately Ejimako was stopped from the legal team. That's when they achieved these things. Now at the end, after they have secured the victory that brought Nigeria down, the sergeant acquitted Ejimako and the former Attorney General of Nigeria, not under Jonathan, under Obasanjo, not just under Obasanjo, the man that is against Biafra, this Kanu Agabi, he don't know we are here. Nigeria, I'm a community man here. I have retentive memory. I'm a community man. I'm about dates. 1960s like 1 hour to me. What happened in Nigeria in 1960 is 1 hour ago to me. 1 hour ago to me. But I stopped in primary 4. 1 hour ago to me. I'll be calling it and calling the I'll mention the dates. Therefore, the 98. Rachi Ubua Kofe Nonaka. Or 1990. Ubua. Get him in 1990. Joining the university by him in 1990, from 1990, even from 1993, I'll call you. I'll call you, man, you. Now, Chase, what does he know? Thank you. Kanu Agabi, now give me Kanu. Ask yourself, why is it that Kanu Takanu, Emmanuel Kanu, is fully comfortable with the former Attorney General of Nigeria, 2 times Attorney General under Obasanjo. Emmanuel Kanu argument he need the India Bilenura challenge Emmanuel Kanu. Presentation is very dangerous. You are not comfortable with Osokome, who have not been Attorney General, who have never fight Biafra before. You are comfortable with the anti-Biafra. Kanu Agabi-san, the former 2 times Attorney General under Obasanjo, when Masob was facing fierce anger of federal government, he was the Attorney General who prescribed Masob. He was the Attorney General who wrote what was signed. Kanu Agabi, the what is it called? The stepfather to Kanu Takanu and the man Kanu Agabi. That's why are you bringing him? Is he your stepfather? He's not your stepfather. So we should call him your stepfather now. Why must you love Kanu Agabi? You hate Osokome. Because you are evil-minded. Aloy Ejimakor refused to work with Osokome. He chose to work with the former Attorney General of Nigeria. Aloy Ejimakor, 2 times Attorney General, Kanu Agabi under Obasanjo. Thailand irony. Ọgbanu akono na chọta. A ga-egbu pieces otu a. Na media here kwa eziokwu. Anyị ji eziokwu egbu mmadụ. Ọ bụ egbu oge pieces. O nwekwe blackmail na anọ ya. Blackmail gị na mmadụ ga-ahụkwa echi. Ke na blackmail gị. When people see me tomorrow, anam ezoro m ezo. That's why I say truth. Mmechi ugbo ama bụ ọmụ na ndị mmadụ akpa ekwuwe. People mmadụ ndị na-watch m na wụ na anyị nọ. They see me now. If you feel bad, they stop you to seek Ojimoto ya sick. I say, Nama, I say, Nebu mask. There are people you meet tomorrow, can I walk? That's why criminals, they will lie. They remind they have tomorrow. Why are you attacking him? I remind you your lies. Remind me my lie. Let us see how I will call it attack. If I will not analyze, bring my lies now. I will only analyze. I will not call it attack. But if you bring the video of the lies of a recruited agent, what do you have to say? Why are you attacking him? Focus so. But I can bring the video of Nnamdi Kanu, the past video, and play. It's not attack. But if I bring the video of a criminal who lied against our people, it is now attack. But that is when, if I see some people, there are people carpenter mold their head. Thank you. How can you look at IPOB? You are a sibling, not a unit coordinator. You have never been. You will now use our name to go to a politician and collect money. They will now video you and send you to international community. Present us as fraudsters. But we are not fraudsters. We are freedom fighters. Then, that is what we are here to analyze. It is not blackmail or hatred. We are only clearing the image of Nnamdi Kanu. That Nnamdi Kanu did not send his sibling to go and collect money from politicians without the consent of IPOB. He can do, if he want to do it, let him do it in his presence. Because the people that went to the politicians did not present themselves as people that somebody sent message. They presented themselves as IPOB leaders. Now you see the error. Now you know. They presented themselves as IPOB leaders. And the government of Nigeria sent these videos to international community as IPOB leadership members. They will even tell the world that these are the brother they will now call our leader terrorists. They will say, brother to Nnamdi, look at him, look at the video. They have come to collect money from their politicians. They are defrauding their people in the name of freedom. That's what Nigerian government present the activities of Kanu Takanu and the man Kanu. Kanu Takanu His duty is politicians will travel to abroad, they will discuss. Then the duty of Emmanuel Kanu is to go and collect money. But before the Emmanuel Kanu collect money, Ejimako will go and clear road. And if Ejimako to go and clear road, Emmanuel Kanu have to make a tweet and tell you, Ejiofor is sad. He's not speaking on our behalf, on behalf of IPOB. So that the politician will now accept Ejimako. It is a game. Now, if Ejimako could go, they will argue him and say, why is it that you did not inform Chinas and you did not inform Chike Dozie, even Radio Biafra broadcasters? They are still talking about us. Okay, all these IPOB media warriors, they are still attacking us. They are not. Are you not messaging them about our support? Kanu Taunam tweet. Chinas Awole is sacked. He's not speaking on our behalf of her. Chike Dozie is sacked. They are not speaking on our behalf. That's what that idiot, Kanu Takanu, will tweet. That tweet is not for Biafrans. Some of the tweet of Kanu Takanu is to politicians. Some of the post of Meme Kanu is to politicians. At times we will dive on it. It is not for us. He only replied to those they have business with. All those things he used to say, Onyendu say, is to convince the politicians to believe that Nnamdi Kanu is messaging them to carry on IPOB activities. No. Nnamdi Kanu can only message them on family issues or message you to message somebody in the leadership. He never give them authority. That's why they lied everything. Nnamdi Kanu refused to sack any member of the leadership. Upon all their lies, Nnamdi Kanu cannot approve radio for Kanu Takanu without sacking those that are in charge of Radio Biafra. Instead of Nnamdi Kanu to approve another radio, it is better he sack those in charge of radio, so that you will occupy the Radio Biafra. But he refused to sack those in charge of Radio Biafra. Then you told us that he gave the order to open radio. But he never tell him Apu to recognize the radio. That is how foolish and stupid people can ever be on earth, I have seen. That used to even bring me to Radio Biafra, his program. All the video of my evangelism, even if I did not post it, I will send it to Ikechukwu Onoha when he was on Radio Biafra. He used to bring me into program. There are the people now piloting radio without a powerful press release. Kanu to Onyendu approve radio. Onyendu, did he give you press release? Why didn't Onyendu also tell you to tell him powerful to write about the radio? As stupid as some people are, they cannot ask questions. Nnamdi Kanu knows that the voice is IPOB press release. He knows the voice is Radio Biafra. He knows the voice is HOD. He never sacked those in charge of radio. He never approved another radio for you. That is why I see some idiots. When they follow people, I see them as fools. IPOB have IPOB. He gave you radio. He didn't give you in charge of ESN. He gave you radio. He didn't give you Biafra TV. He gave you radio. He didn't tell Imapafu to publish it. But you are there. You have been giving messages to Imapafu to publish. You have been sending messages, and Imapafu have been publishing it. Why is it that Nnamdi Kanu approved radio for you? He did not tell Imapafu to publish it because you are a liar. Ono Shikepo. Emmanuel Kanu, Ono Shikepo. Nnamdi Kanu can never allow two radios. It is against his ideology. It is against his person. Against him as a person. It is what Nigeria played 1967. they created River State. It is against Nnamdi Kanu to have two channels. It is against him. So Kanu and his gang are saboteurs. Show me my powerful press release. Ejimako is your media publicity secretary. Ejimako is a lawyer. Ejimako don't dictate for IPOB. But Ejimako is your media publicity secretary. All of you wanted to make him IPOB media publicity secretary. He was claiming to be lawyer, but he keep on publishing lies. Ejimako, we shut him down. He don't write on our behalf. Can he now go and tell us what you say? Ejimako knew he cannot say it. That's where they shot themselves on the leg. Ejimako can only be their activities now is to convince the politician to know they are in charge of case. Then they will be giving them money. And that is why we are telling them, these people do not represent IPOB. They can be going for Nnamdi Kanu's case. Nnamdi Kanu is IPOB leader. IPOB lead council is different from Nnamdi Kanu's lead council. Very, very different. In the starting of this case, Ejiofor was Nnamdi Kanu's lead council, and the IPOB lead council he is always and he remains. Until Ozokome son came, Ejiofor barrister submitted Nnamdi Kanu's lead council to Mike Ozokome son, and he continued in IPOB lead council. He is always in charge, right? He continued, and he was assisting Ozokome in Nnamdi Kanu's case, right? Ozokome speaks on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, even on press releases. Anywhere they call the name of IPOB, Ejiofor will give press release. If there is any allegation on IPOB, Ejiofor is IPOB lead counsel, he will give press release to counter it. Then any allegation on IPOB, Ozokome will counter it, even in a meeting, anywhere he gets himself. Hence, they give him microphone, he will counter it, because he leads Nnamdi Kanu's counsel, legal team. Ejiofor leads IPOB legal team. Now you understand. But Kanu was presenting Ejimako, who have no place in IPOB legal team. Who have no place in IPOB legal team. He will now come and tell you, IPOB, that's why he was busy telling you, blackmailing IPOB, telling you that the criminals are no different from IPOB. Because he's not IPOB lawyer. He don't know what IPOB believes and stands for. He only knows what siblings stands for. Ejimako don't know what IPOB stands for. That's why he claimed to be soliciting for Nnamdi Kanu, but he cannot work with IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu leads. Because IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu leads is against fraud, is against criminality, is against lies, and is against mingling with our enemies and the enemies of Nnamdi Kanu. So in order to keep IPOB away from these activities, he refused to work with IPOB. Now ask Kanu, when did IPOB offended you? When did IPOB leadership offended you? Some people, he will try to deceive you. Now you ask him, did the IPOB leadership offended you before Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap? Now, what actually led to you not to reveal to IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu was in torture in Kenya, under torture in Kenya? A day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. Even if Adib in Nigeria did not transfer him to Nigeria, extraordinary rendition him back to Nigeria, even if it is 30 days in Kenya, even if it is 30 days in Kenya, Kanu will not reveal it. he will be happy with the torture. That's why I see some people that follow Kanu and listen to him as idiots. It doesn't matter who you are. If you fall from heaven, now I ask you, what favor can Kanu do to Nnamdi Kanu now that he cannot do, that will be greater than the information he is supposed to leak to IPOB? Only IPOB press release, only IPOB order that all Biafrans in Africa should go to Kenya. Or all IPOB all over the world, all road leads to Kenya. All road leads to Kenya. Only this single order, Nnamdi Kanu will go from Kenya. Only IPOB press release, Britain will be trapped. Because we will protest the UK embassy, we will protest everywhere, we will occupy airports in Kenya. Ask yourself, Kanu, who offended you? Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB? That our leader was in torture, you hide it from us. Even as we were worried, we called you as Oguaba. That's why Jesus gave treasurer to Judas. Jesus, according to his history, he was wise. He knew that Judas was too... He needed money. He made him treasurer. Our leader saw the desperate in Kanu. So when we didn't hear from our leader, we called Onye Aba, Kanu Nta Aba. Nne koro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Aba. Nna gekwana onye na-ekoro Aba. Iko Aba ya. Gekwana nna anyị ukwu. N'ọnụ kwara mountain na-ebe ekpere. So iko gide Aba ya na mountain. Ono mountain made to it. Kanu Nta ikoro Aba Nnamdi Kanu. Ejide Nnamdi Kanu. Iganye Caroline Uchenna order go make to it. Kanu Nta Kanu. How do you tell me you can favor Nnamdi Kanu now? When you refuse to give us signal he was in torture. So what hustling are you doing? What are you presenting? You now want to drag him out of Nigeria detention when it was easy in Kenya. Kanu Nta Kanu, you are a thief. You will know. Nobody can challenge me in this argument. This is the kind of argument I present to our leader. How can somebody see the easiest way to free Nnamdi Kanu, which is in Kenya? Kanu ignored it. How do you tell me that after Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria, in Nigerian cage, that Kanu is now fighting for his freedom? You must be a thief if you try to tell me that. Oga iwo onyoshi. That's why I'm going to go to Shinisukwato. Oh, the bottom was shot. Baba. I tell you what is happening now from you. Why? That's why he ran away. Boss no man mo awagaga. Amudi ya engo. We hide. I'm na site anyway. Now the struggle I'm na site. I will for bribe I'm na site. His both site now. I will go this way go. About the good na price. About them na price. I them cheap. Na bribe. Right? I will go to take out on my na Biafra land ever. But I don't know to her. If I claim one here, if I'm going to program on awesome game match and I'm going to put that in next one, and I will go again. Back again, confirm the year when it in here, you play 1 minute. I don't know about it will unit coordinator. I will obey unit coordinator, unit M than to pay Kanu. I don't know about than to obey man Kanu. I must be a fool. When the mother of the late mother of our leader was alive, We used to invite her to come to our unit meetings. She will come. She will respect herself. She don't command the unit coordinator. She don't command members. She is always submissive as a normal member. The late mother Ugoeze. We have been in different zonal meetings with her. People will invite me for evangelism. She will be there. I don't even know she will have already been invited. I'll be invited somewhere. Before you come, you will see other people. Do you understand? Lord Ugeze have never given us order. The late mother of our leader, she always takes herself as a member of IPOB. Because she was under oath. She never presented herself to be honored by women as a political level. No. She takes the honor of IPOB members. She prefers those ones. This is something we are in. As I am mentioning it, they will know that we are in. Kanunta know that far back now, Kanunta. Just that we don't do eye service. Those people you know are eye service agitators. Kanunta, the whole people you knew. Tell me a good person you know in the party. Emmanuel Kanu, tell me a good person you are working with. You are not working with Darlington. You don't work with Darlington, President Darlington. No, now you work with A4 people. Darlington don't relate with you in the palace because you always come out and lie to him and say Onyen do say. Two of us. Emmanuel Kanu. You be commanding people doing this. Come, stop this. Ugeze doesn't do it. Ugeze will come to unit meeting. Ugeze will come to local government meetings. We invite her. She will sit. If you tell her to talk, to greet Biafrans, she will get up and greet Biafrans. If the coordinator did not tell her, she will sit. I don't know if our people are on radio. They are sending me a message that we are supposed to be on radio. I don't know. They are even calling me. Maybe they have joined radio. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. So that is what we are saying. How can Nnamdi Kanu approve radio? Biafra radio for you. Instead of sacking those that are in charge of Radio Biafra, so that you people will take over. Nnamdi Kanu can never allow two channels voices with the same Radio Biafra. No. He is against it. Nnamdi Kanu is against the River State Gowon created to divide us. So how can he create another radio? Nnamdi Kanu is against faction. So how can Nnamdi Kanu be in detention and create factional radio? Kanu Tandi Meme Kanu and Aloy Ejimako are liars. Ndashi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never create a factional radio. And he gets to go on is speaking now. I saw him trying to analyze what Ejimako will go and do in court. But he's a lawyer. A lawyer, but I was in detention. I was DPP chairman in detention. I was, what is it called? DPP boss in detention. I was human rights in detention. I have experiences. I have the case. I have experience. Anything you do, I'll tell you the charge. We judge cases, we judge court martial, we judge opinion cases. In detention. On Thursdays, court. Right? So, what are they trying to tell us? That somebody who preferred the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria is now fighting for Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Somebody who don't want Nnamdi Kanu to go from Kenya, Emmanuel Kanu, Kanu Takanu, and Alo Ejimako, they were aware. They refused to tell Ejiofor that Nnamdi Kanu is in Kenya. They refused to tell IPOB leadership that Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya because they knew that Ejiofor would raise alarm. They knew that IPOB leadership would raise alarm. Kanu Takanu and Fine Boy and Alo Ejimako and Uchenna Caroline, they hide the intel. Our leader was suffering for 8 days, and somebody is now telling me that Kanu is searching for free Nnamdi Kanu when Kenya was the easiest place. When IPOB would give order that all road leads to Kenya, we occupy first of all occupy UK embassy in Kenya. We will occupy international airport in Kenya. We will also occupy Nigerian embassy in Kenya. All road leads to Kenya. We will occupy UN office in Kenya or embassy. We will occupy it completely. We will go to US embassy, occupy it. And then Nnamdi Kanu will be freed. We will also take Kenya to court. But the Kanu and the Nigeria discussed it very fast. They moved our leader to Nigeria. After that, he started fighting IPOB leadership so that they can perfect their will. Kanu, there is nothing you can tell me. There is nobody that can tell me that the Kanu is doing good for Kanu until he clarifies what happened in Kenya. Please, maybe our people may be in program. Maybe our media warriors are in program. They are calling me to join. And I think this message has been passed. I'll be calling it off now. Let me join them. They have been calling me. They are calling me. I don't know. Thank you. From me, our people should pardon me. It is still in the struggle. Let me join them now. Let me join them. I have banned their calls severally, but let me join them somewhere. May Chukwabiyama guide all of you, protect you, lead you, provide for you, and they continue to. Thank you.